Of course, we're all aware that the goal is 2023 and we have to get ready and be prepared. As much as possible, we want the best competition, a very good challenge for our team to get us ready for 2023. But at the same time, of course, we also want to be able to win our games against our opponents. So it's still the same focus for the coaching staff and for the players. We're excited, of course, that we're gonna play Korea again, our rivals, and they're a very good team, and we expect that they're really going to prepare well and have vengeance as talagang paghahanda nila tayo for sure. And we welcome that and we appreciate that, because that will help us become better.
Isaac, we'll stick with South Korea real quick. They want to get back at us. You want to get another one. And as you know, coaches will always say every game takes on a different personality. How different will that next challenge be if you face them once? Well, you will face them again. And how difficult will it be? And what kind of challenges does a kind of like a vengeance game, a revenge game present from a player standpoint?
I think when you have a vengeance game, there's a little bit more drive to prepare a little bit better, to be a little bit more focused. And assuming the travel restrictions are lifted, we may be playing at their home instead. So it's going to take a different feel. They're going to be the home crowd favorites. They're going to have the home field advantage. So it could take on a different feel because here in Manila we had the home court advantage per se with the environment. But who knows with everything that's going on right now? We may be playing Korea and we may be playing against in a full packed arena of Koreans.
They're relatively new in the sense that even basketball in India is just gaining popularity now. So they have the advantage of very big population to choose from. So if you look at their team, they're actually very tall. They have a lot of tall players, and these tall players, they have three very good big guys. Sing yung apelyido nila. Amritaj Singh's their leading scorer, and then you have Satnam Singh, and then there's even the teammate of Kai Soto, maybe some of you guys have heard, Ignite Principal Singh. So and it's gonna be very interesting, especially I think that they're eager to make a name internationally. So what better way to do that by getting a couple of wins against the opponents, New Zealand, Korea, or us, diba? So it's gonna be very interesting and very exciting also.
Well, I bet they want to get a win, especially over us. I think if I'm not mistaken, Coach and Isaac, they're the only team in this group that is ranked below us. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, they're 78th in the world. Isaac, what kind of challenges for you? Because even Coach Charles last night, Coach Charles Chu said that obviously height is going to be the factor that is going for them. So the big guys are going to be challenged in that department, Isaac.
Yeah, and Isaac's big.
Exactly.
What Coach Sandy said, they have three really good big guys. But I think another thing that we're going to face again is a challenge that we're going to face is that we're not sure how they play or what's their style.
Unknowns, yeah.
So maybe like the Korea game where there's a lot of unfamiliarity again going towards the game. How are they going to play? Who are they going to use? How are they going to use these players? I think it's just going to be exciting to see what they throw at us. And I think it will just show that we have to stick to our principles and stick to the game.
Yeah.
I'm very much excited because as a player, you want to go up against the best. And New Zealand is probably top 3, top 4 ranked in Asia Oceania right now. So having that team that you've seen on TV, I managed to catch them when they came here for the OQT and saw how they play. It's something that I'm really excited to go up against, something that I've only seen and now I'll be going up against them. So it's really exciting.
Coach, I'm interested, and I know New Zealand is probably the toughest hurdle, obviously, in this group. And we're going to be talking in the next few months about the challenges presented by New Zealand. But speaking of challenges, can I just get an insight of what are the challenges of our team? moving forward in terms of maybe scheduling? How often are you going to be looking to play? Is it going to be every month? Also the challenge of getting players together now that maybe some leagues are going to start opening up next year. Can we get your thoughts on that as a part of the coaching staff?
I think the biggest challenge for our team is coming up with the lineup for the windows. And also, like I mentioned earlier, it's a balance. We want to win now, but we want to get ready for 2023.
Right.
So it's who's gonna make the roster for the first game, and will these players be? Will they make it to the final lineup for 2023? That's the biggest question that that needs to be answered by our players,
right.
By the situation that we have, by the different stakeholders, and building our system, our program headed towards 2023. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
And actually, we don't have. It's not just us who has this problem. Like if you look at New Zealand, their best lineup, they didn't even play. The best players didn't even play the last the last FIBA qualification games that they had because of the pandemic situation. So will they field in the same team, or will they be able to field in their best team? Korea, their pro league is going to start. So will they send their best players from the pro league? We also don't know. So it's gonna be very interesting for all of the teams, coming up with a roster. But the most important thing is for us, like you mentioned, we're looking at our team first and foremost, and we're looking at the development of our players individually and our system. That's the most important thing that is on the list for our coaches.